falsehoods and omissions which I have heard so far in this debate. Firstly, it is true, of course, that Ukraine, Kazakhstan and Belarus inherited a sizable part of the Soviet Union's nuclear arsenal. However, neither Ukraine nor Kazakhstan nor Belarus would have been able to use those nuclear weapons because the codes were in Moscow. Secondly, when NATO carried out its 78-day criminal and savage air campaign against Serbia, NATO dropped depleted uranium on Serbia, causing an enormous increase in cancer rates amongst the Serbian population. Then we have how NATO exceeded its mandate in Libya to the extent that NATO turned Libya into a failed state, so much so that there are human slave markets today in existence in Tripoli. Then we have America and Britain's war against the people of Yemen, in which American and British weapons used by the Saudis have caused the deaths of over 200,000 Yemeni men, women and children, which constitutes the greatest humanitarian crisis that the world has seen in contemporary times. There has been no mention made to the savage nature of the American ruling elite in Serbia or in Libya or in Yemen. Now, turning to India, India is feeling the effects from America of pursuing an independent foreign policy and by putting India and the Indian people first. I commend the Indian government's stance on the conflict in Ukraine because the Indian government understands very well that the West is not genuinely committed to democracy or human rights or the international law. The West cares nothing for the population of Ukraine. To the West, Ukraine is a tool to use against Russia. All that we have seen from America and, of course, Britain in the last 5 weeks, ever since the commencement of the Russian military campaign in Ukraine, is all about preserving and enhancing Western global supremacy. The Americans had been looking for an opportunity for many years now to destroy Russia's status as a superpower. And the Americans are using all means at their disposal, with the exception, of course, of their own military and their own nuclear means, to asphyxiate the Russian economy in the hope that that will destroy the Russian state and return Russia to how it was in the 1990s, namely a pauper state in which America ruled the world supreme without any challenges. I only wish countries in Europe, such as Germany and Greece, would take a leaf out of the book of the Indian government and not participate in what is a Western crusade against Russia and put the people of Germany and Greece and other peoples in Europe first.